Oh shit. We're in. Just like that, we're in.
We're not going to have our third ban added to the list just yet, but Dokabit Deimos ban coming out from Falcons makes complete sense. We know the power of the operators, but particularly the Deimos on board.
Chat.
Verticality. Get underneath, use those tracks.
Hello,
force
Chad.
people out of power positions. I'm thinking.
What's up? What's up?
I'm thinking anybody playing inside of office can all be dealt with by Deimos underneath at a lower risk. So yeah, makes sense. Couple of attacking bans there.
I think it's also a bit of a target in towards FNATIC, who have played an awful lot of Deimos players.
All right, Chad. The team you're watching go against Falcons right now, FNATIC, has been, for more or less of the word, shocking in the EML scene. They're 3-1. They're third place right now. And this is a team that, you know, they got Citizen after the disastrous secret rebuild, after losing two of their star players last stage, got last place. A lot of people doubted Citizen and his abilities, but they're up right now. They're third place, and this match matters in particular because so far FNATIC have not really beaten one of the mainstay top teams. Shifters, Heretics, and DK are their wins. They lost to VP, which is one of the top 4 teams, but that is Payday 1. This is the real test against Falcons, one of the expected top 4 EML mainstay teams. Can they live up to the expectations? Are they actually a threat in EU, or has their standing just been inflated by the low quality of opponent they've been going against? We'll see today. Ooh, Ying Amaru. Is Amaru gonna go up CC hatch to kill this guy? It looks like they're dumping Yuto CC. This is a fast CC kill. Cool strat. Amaru up to CC hatch. Blackbeard in. They got this. They got the players. They got him. EFAC retakes though. There's another Blackbeard in there still.
Manages to take out Deadshot. Doom onto Citizen, and I don't want to say it too soon, but I come back to what I said. There's border.
Holy fucking moly! That's a cool strat, but Falcons was just so ready for it. Solotov does go down, but
it was a great attempt at clearing CCTV. It was a great execute of going in there behind the shield, but we saw it at Salt Lake. We've seen it at other places, and Falcons were ready for it. Des 4 versus 2.
They were. It was like the initial explosion was really good for FNATIC, but just when they take that little moment of pause where things start to go very, very wrong.
Oh, wait, Smith!
Smith, I was going to talk about him after the round.
Does eventually get refragged. Makes it much more winnable, though. Wow, on his head. Falcons completely ready for the push. Oh, yeah, is it Deadshot? Isn't Deadshot the highest rated player right now? Let's check. That's crazy, if he is.
I'm watching him week on week, and given he was a rookie a year ago...
Oh, he's not highest rated, but he's definitely up there. Top 3 rated, plus 19 right now. 1.929 rating.
But you can't ignore the fact he's got a 3K out of it.
It's ZDS. Thank you for the subject. I appreciate it.
And I think it again speaks to kind of what I'm saying. Tactically, strategically, it is difficult to surprise anybody. How are you going to win rounds here? By putting yourself in a position like Smith.
FNATIC, if you need a little bit of background, essentially last stage they had...
And I think that's going to be what we see continuing forward. If FNATIC want to win rounds, they're going to have to go in there and win those gunfights. As it was, they struggled to get themselves any real map control.
Last stage they had Crocs on. They had Crocs on and Hava, and they ended up getting rid of those 2 players. They did have Deadshot last stage too. They get Smith and Citizen instead, and this stage so far they've obviously been doing a lot better than last stage.
Took a lot of the sting out of the push from FNATIC, so that was
like kickoff.
Really well organized.
How did kickoff? FNATIC doing kickoff. FNATIC were 3rd place in their group in kickoff, but ended up losing both their first playoff series and their second playoff series. So
it was trying something. It wasn't just sitting outside.
Essentially just not as good of a kickoff run for this team.
Falcons are going to be prepared for those sorts of players.
What is Citizen's role? I honestly have no idea. Fett, look at predictions.
Of course, you should have alluded to it at the end.
I'm not streaming G2 versus Rebels, by the way. I won't have time. I'll watch a highlight. I'll watch a highlight run back of it tonight, though.
Versus 1 onto him, identifying that a player was still inside a CC and not giving him.
How much luck do you think is involved in making a pro? I mean, a good amount, but at the same time, like, your skill is how you capitalize on luck. Like, the world is governed by luck, but how do you put yourself in positions to be lucky, and how do you capitalize on your luck and opportunities every single time?
Superior man advantage in a 4 versus 2, they could still come away on top. So I'd say no massive complaints on that side. Also worth talking about, Tim,
The Preds are 60-40 for FNATIC. I did not see that.
the opposite of what we had on Playday 4 last week, for those who don't know. Last week, we had what probably will look like on paper as the most balanced matchups you could possibly ask for.
Who's Rebels? Are Rebels also doing well this stage?
They were kind of our top 4 teams. FNATIC versus Shifters, that we've often said are our 5th, 6th place teams. It's kind of deciding who fits where. Then Rebels, Secret, GK versus Heretics for who were the bottom 4. That was last week. This week, every matchup I'd say except this one looks quite dominant, because later coming up, we've got Shifters against GK, G2 against Rebels, Twisted Minds against Secret, and Versus
Never
Pro
be full time enough. I will
Heretics.
never be full time
Last
enough.
week we nearly had 7-4s the whole way through. I think if you kind of took those
Bro,
score
please,
lines and
no
put them
tech
on this
pauses,
week,
bro,
you'd say, yeah,
not
that feels
today.
probably about right. Do you think we get more dominant score lines today, or do you think we actually see some
1 versus
surprises in there
Falcons.
and games get even closer than
8-5,
last week?
6-5. You mean 7-5?
I think there'll be at least one surprise in there. I think at least one surprise.
Would you rather have the build EFAC or exploit? Honestly, God, EFAC.
As much as I can, and I will continue to do.
Or you
so.
reacted to old
But I'm
matches like
looking
you
at
reacted
that
to the old
GK
one
Shifters
yesterday.
game, and I'm
This
thinking,
this one a
yes,
rerun.
you look at it and you think, yeah,
Yeah, bro,
Shifters
this is
should win
this
that.
is
And
an
they
old
should be,
match.
Realistically, I'm not
This
sure
is
it's
an
gonna
old
be
match, bro.
quite as clean cut as that. So if you're looking for
This game was
surprises,
already played. Yeah,
definitely look
exactly.
towards
This game was already
2.
played.
I would also look towards game 4. Never really
But how do I
sure
tell you
what
that
to
Smith was
expect from
raging and down on
Perseverance.
me and
I
Face
think
it
they
a
are
year ago? What do you mean
definitely the
raging
better
and
team
down?
than
Like
Secret.
getting
We've
mad at
seen
you?
Secret struggle week after week. However, it's Twisted Minds, so you just never really know.
Doing
Because
reruns
their
on there. That's all
playstyle
I
is
do
so
now, bro. It's
unique.
just
It
reruns.
goes in
Cheating?
and
Well, I mean,
it's kind of
I wouldn't be
a
surprised.
test
Loki
every
set
single
this.
time to see how teams will react to it and how players will react
The
to
coach
it.
of FNATIC does
that's-
kind of
that's
have
the
a.
thing. I don't think there'll be a surprise there for me.
Like,
I'm
not gonna lie. I don't know anything about set
equally,
this. I don't
if
know
at the end
enough
of the
about
day, I look
EU
at that
scene,
and
but
it's
every
gone to
single
overtime
time
or something,
FNATIC picks up a
it's
new
the
player, I feel like
sneaky
there's
win.
always like,
I
oh,
wouldn't
that guy
sit
cheated
here
in the
like
past.
astounded. I wouldn't be falling off my
Like
chair
what?
right
Groovy, Sharks, Smiths, like.
I was actually just looking at Wikipedia at the games. For this
Every time
week,
they get picked up a new player, they're like, ah,
someone's
this guy.
typoed your name
I know,
is
I remember this
currently-
guy. I was
your
like,
name
whoa,
is
what?
in red, which means you're not a legit caster. Mine is in blue with a flag next to it as well, because they haven't capitalized the O in Ace of Pyrite.
Bro, please do not
Don't
just
worry
tech
about that.
pause.
The devil's in
off
the
fucking
detail, Des.
face of the
devil's in
planet,
the
motherfucker,
detail.
please.
I've got to ask as well another question. Fantasy team this week, who have you picked?
Oh, I
For those who don't
forgot
know,
what
listen, by
quick
the way,
FNATIC hate watch for you, word.
projectprisma.org/fantasy. There is a fantasy league that you can play in. We've got one that's got a bunch of talent
Have you
in
ever
there.
cheated?
We're calling
No.
it talentless because that's what we all are. Who's currently top of that? Freshes, of course. He's
Did you
fresh.
see the new
Completely
move clip?
forgot
Yeah,
to-
that's
I
just
completely
insane.
forgot
I mean,
to
if
update
he is, bro,
well,
that's
that means
just
you're gonna
there's
lose
no
to me.
saving
You're
that
12
guy, bro.
points ahead, mate. Oh no.
My team,
Which
yeah,
team
no,
do
my
you
team
hate
should be
less?
pretty
Oh,
solid,
word.
though, actually, looking at it.
You're looking like a
Players in
hot
these top
Asian
5 teams
today.
Anyway, right?
I've got Leluna's coach and I've got Robbie and Freck from
Fett,
Shifters.
you're not a
so
fence sitter.
okay.
I stand with the
I
Fett
think there
fence
could be a
picker.
surprise
Oh,
there,
what are
but
we political
equally,
parties in
you'll
my
be
fucking
playing on
Shifters
GK,
win.
not
my
to turn
fucking
up to
chat
the
today?
Yeah, exactly. It should be a Shifters win, so shouldn't be too much
Fett,
of a
step
problem.
foot in a
Pasha
20-kilometer
captain is
radius
just
of me
that
and you,
same,
and you will be
insta-lock
vanquished.
every
Oh,
week.
word.
And then I've got Gilad and I've got
That
Yusuf,
Mecha
so-
Chameleon stream
Yeah,
win?
yeah,
Hopefully
I should
soon,
be
actually.
fine.
I love
I've
Mecha
got miles
Chameleon.
off, actually, so I've got
Black Cry
Doki off
XY, they
Fujitsu,
give us $7
obviously.
ads. Appreciate it,
I've
man.
got
Thank you for
Pasha
12
and
months of
Rory
subs,
from
Kalen
Pro,
Howell.
Pasha
Thank you so much for the
captained.
12
I've got
months. Appreciate it. Thank you for the
Tristan
loyalty,
Pete from
bro.
Twisted Minds. I was really in two minds about those two. My mind was twisted, you might say, because I think those two are brilliant, but you're never quite sure which player in which game is going to be the one that performs better. So it's a bit like, I can't put it on Dov in case he can't show up again. So I was like, I can't put it on him, so I've got to pick someone else. And I thought, you know
I'm
what?
pausing the match,
I'll
really
just take both,
trying.
forget about it. And
Golden
captain,
LaJoy, they give us
our
the sub. They give us the
coach, I've
13
gone
months.
for
I appreciate it, man.
Ryan.
Love it, brother.
He
So
gave
take
me
it
big
easy.
points in week one. I got like 103 points.
How's your day been so far? I ran home to stream this match, and now we are tech pausing, bro.
Mess up, I'm going to be able to jump above you.
Oh my
There is
god.
quite a bit of catching up to do to get to demos in 4th place and just ahead of him.
Why are you not streaming G2 later? You have nothing important going on. Sadly, there's a meeting.
Work to do.
You do, but yeah, so for me...
Oh, no, Medics jumped
Why
over
did
me.
you
I
stop
was
the
gonna say I was
1v1
thinking
interviews?
NA, but no, Medics
Because they
jumped
were
over me
too,
by,
like...
NA, I'm
22
doing
points?
NA, I'm doing better.
Yeah, you're still below me there, mate, aren't you? What I will say, the real joke over there is Jesse is in dead last.
I feel like
by
once
the way,
I...
Yeah, is the NA caster.
Don't
figure that one
torment
out.
Jesse.
Oh, because I started DBNO, that's
do love
why.
him.
Fuck.
Project Prisma, I think
I was
he's
like, why
very
did I?
involved
And
in
then I was
it.
like,
So
oh,
again,
so I
reminder,
started
guys, if you
DBNO.
want to play along, you can either
I'm not
make a
bringing
group,
back.
get your mates involved. It is projectprisma.org/fantasy.
No, I was really trying to come up with a reason. I was
Very
like,
much
why
enjoying
did I
it.
stop
Though
that?
I do want to see it in some point in the future. Like players have a value associated with them, and you have to build a certain.
No,
squad.
I'm still not
Otherwise,
sure whether you're
everyone
not
just
a fence
picks from
setter. It could
the
go
top 2
either
or 3
way.
teams, and they're very likely going to win
Holy
their
shit,
games,
W
and
joke. This
therefore
is
you
a
get to farm
4,000
points.
IQ
So
joke.
maybe next stage, we'll see. Who's currently top overall? In fact, I can see on the overall leaderboard, the top person has got 1,054
But also, like,
points.
I've also kind of
you.
stopped DBNO, and then like I can't like stop a podcast because I don't have enough time, and then start a podcast because I have enough time.
Especially been very
We fucked up of me.
So I've always been watching out for those two.
What I do wanna do, chat, is I do wanna just like play games with people and like kind of interview them while I play games with them. Because I feel like it's just like the interview format's too boring by itself. At least for Siege, I feel like there needs to be kind of like a Hot Ones vibe to it. I think that's what the 1v1 podcast like brought for people, is like the fact that it had like the Hot Ones vibe, like there's an activity going on with the interview, and it's like funny. But I kind of want to like, I don't necessarily want it to be just 1v1s. Like I want it to be like we can play casual, we can play ranked, I can like fuck with them in ranked, I can like troll them, I can TK them, you know. I want to expand it to that if I ever do bring anything like that back, and it's like not like fully interview, it's like mostly me fucking with them.
So we expect that they've come here with a real plan, because normally they wouldn't play here. So
you're so Chinese, my fault.
We're looking at it now, and like I said, it's very difficult.
Hot take: Rexton should be dropped from SR. Rexton is not a player on XR. Would you rather have someone who only play entry and play 2 op and care for KD, or one who supports and plays many ops? Depends how good they are. If the support guy's dog shit, then like I'm taking the entry. If the entry's dog shit, I'm taking the support, bro. Why am I banned from your Discord? I have no fucking idea. Life is like a door, never trust a cow because the sun can't swivel. I've seen that one before.
It's like I said, it's mostly down to the construction of the buildings, because we don't have a lot of places around the world have like they'll call it central air, or you know, so you can do heating and air conditioning from.
Do they call it central air? I guess they have to.
Yeah, in the US,
call it central heating.
I'll stand corrected if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that central air is a term that's used, because it's basically like it'll do heating and air conditioning, so it can do both, and it's controlled centrally from a thermostat, which is where the central comes in. So I think I'm right in saying.
Thoughts on cyanobacteria? They chill. Yep.
The actual naming of it. You know, a lot of places around the world, it's not uncommon in your domestic properties, particularly, to have the ability to cool, heat, whatever else. But also, in line with that, it's not just about having the gadgetry, the technology, and being able to do air conditioning.
You should interview Stompin again now that he is in Pro League. Oh, word.
You know, obviously in colder places.
What's your favorite succulent Chinese meal? Was Szechuan boiled fish? Or Szechuan boiled beef?
In the cavities, you know, our attics are absolutely full of insulation.
Bro, how long is this fucking tech pause gonna take?
So the problem is, it does get warm, but you'll notice that yourself, there's like, you go out and you think, oh, it's cooled down a bit now. It's you know, it might get to 7-8 p.m. and you think, oh, it's actually cooled off a lot now. And so people see it and they're like, oh, it's only 20 degrees Celsius. Like, what's the problem? But it's you would then walk into a building and it's just stiflingly hot inside, because it's just been heated up all day and it holds on to it all. So that's the main problem for us, especially when you're sat in a room like I am with 3 screens on, studio lights, and a PC that's been running for half of the day. It really does not help matters.
I've got a really good one for you.
A mini air conditioning unit one year.
Well, hang on a minute. When you say mini, because I made this mistake early on, I bought one, very stupidly bought one where like you meant to put ice in a tray, and then obviously like you put it the tray at the very bottom, and then the cold air rises into the fan, and then it blows cool air over you. Don't bother; it's the biggest waste of time.
I'm talking portable might be a better. Portable's probably.
The problem with those then is you've got to worry about the exhaust hose that's out a window, and that's a real nuisance. But we managed that okay.
Maybe.
Do you think expectations screwed SR over, which is why they did bad last week?
I'm sure everybody
will
be really happy about.
I think maybe they just had an off week.
And seeing a big industrial air conditioning unit stuck on the front of my house, they'll love that.
I did look into getting one. It'd probably be about 5 or 6 grand to get a system fitted, and I was like, it's quite an investment.
It's expensive, yeah.
If every
oh my god, bro! How long is this fucking shit gonna take, bro? Are we serious?
Now I'm like, I'll hold off a little longer, and then I'll crack and finally decide to do it. I'll let you know how I get on.
Oh my god, I'm so pissed.
He's one of my guys, and he's got an event he's going down to.
The whole game is just like stalled.
And he was like, oh, I messaged the organisers earlier. We're sponsoring it, so we can't back out. And he was a bit like, I've got to go down.
How do you think Kaysen is doing so far? I think he's doing just fine.
Really hot. And I've asked them, you know, what's the game plan? Like,
yeah, I think someone pointed out something like really good about Kaysen. I think on like either Reddit or like Twitter. They were saying that like Kazin didn't have to play through T2, which obviously can lend to, you know, a lack of game day experience, so it might take longer for him to warm up to the expectations of T1. But at the same time, it's like, I think he's good, bro. I think he's still making crazy plays. Like, he's really impressing me, like, in case-by-case scenarios. Like, I think he'll be fine, bro. He'll be good. The same thing I said for Stompin, bro. Like, Stompin first stage, like, didn't go that insane either. Like, at least domestically. Like, he had pretty bad games against VP and, you know, first half against Wolves. Same thing, bro. It's like, they'll be fine. Like, you could tell if a player will be fine by the eye test. Like, you could tell if they're, like, they're trying to make the plays to win the round. They're in it mentally. They clearly have a right idea of how to play the game. Like, they'll be fine.
Top place guy was like 5,000, so you got to double your points somehow, mate. That's pretty terrifying. What I'm realizing is just grab the
He's used to game day from the Jinxie stuff. That's nowhere close. The amount of brain power it takes to, like, process, like, strats and stuff from, like, console tournaments to, like Pro League is, like, eons apart.
So I've been keeping up with CNL. All gamers.
Did you have to scrap the Canadian propaganda video after he went winless for fun? No, I just didn't want to bring up the. I didn't want to gather the clips the day before. I'm still making it, bro.
As far as I'm aware, everyone is connected. We're just waiting to get ourselves restarted again. So hopefully very soon. Tim, CNL, go.
So all gamers have just lost their first game.
Do you think Pro League stats are looked into too much? Oh, absolutely. Especially in a game like Siege, it's like you have people that like play like roles like essentially what a defender or a goalie would be in soccer, and yet like people get really upset when they don't score goals.
They are not only 5-0 at the minute; they're also 10-0 in terms of maps. So in CNL, they play best of 3 through the stage. I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that. It's not 2 like it used to be in Brazil, is it? No, it's best of 3. Sorry, we've for anybody who doesn't know a little bit of Siege lore for you, back in the day, 2021, we used to play in Brazil.
That stuff stalling start the game. I'm trying, bro.
But I think that's the only.
Can I buy some of the padding for your fence? I can't imagine it's very comfortable. Yeah, I need some pad. I need a seat.
0 on maps, so they are absolutely flying. But interestingly, we've got some new teams coming through that we didn't see in Salt Lake City that we haven't heard of. So 4 Angry Men, who you did see in Salt Lake, another one that you're going to be familiar with the names of. They are currently 1 and 5. They've had a real drop off.
Stompin is Messi. Kaysen is Lamine Yamal. I think Stompin's a bit too early in his career to be Messi. I would say Stompin's more like Lamine Yamal.
Up into 3rd, a name that we haven't heard yet, and who knows, we may be seeing them, you know, at an event in the near future. We've got King Zero Esports there, another one that are kind of coming to the fore, OneCoin as well. So yeah, it's all going on in CNL at the minute, all going on.
Yeah, Wemby's not a bad example, because yeah, he got 2nd place in his first ever playoffs run, right? So same good comparison as Wemby.
Make sure that it's, if anything, actually, all joking is, you know, I know we have a bit of fun around the garden and everything, you know, genuinely.
I think the best comparison right now would be like Wemby and Cooper Flag, no? Like based off like the amount of time they've had.
I don't know if I'd go as far as saying like the mental health, but just honestly so relaxing. I get up there, so my family's usually like most families, you know, we kind of get up and we're active in the morning, getting ready for, you know, my wife going to work and daughter to school and all that sort of stuff. So we kind of active from maybe around 7 a.m. onwards. We're getting up, we're getting sorted. So what I tend to do is once I've kind of got everything in motion and I make sure that my daughter's on with whatever she needs to be doing to get ready. And,
dude,
you know,
this is like the longest tech pause of all time, bro. What the fuck, man? What's Shaiko's NBA comparison?
I go outside and I'll have like 10 minutes just looking after them, and I'll do it, you know, any little bits of weeding that, you know, if anything's like kind of cropped up, or I'll straighten stuff up.
I feel like the only
when it's warm weather like this,
okay, in my head, Shaiko's NA comparison is KD.
And then if it's really hot like it has been at the minute, the second time later,
Because KD's like the most consistent player ever. Like scorer, like consistency in putting up kills. But I don't think there's a player, I don't think there's a valid comparison. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a valid comparison. Because there's no Shaiko, I feel like, okay, Shaiko is more impactful than KD. This sounds crazy to say, but it's like if I take Shaiko from one team and put him on another, the team will do better. Versus if I take KD from one team and put him on another, it's not like KD's gonna make that team start winning. So I feel like Shaiko has less trophies. And if NBA championship is SI, like the legacy championship, like the legacy defined, like NBA Cup is like a EWC, right? Like, I feel like the amount of the trophy count doesn't match. KD has more, but the impact team to team Shaiko has more. So I don't know. But the longevity is the same. All right, chat. Let's break it all the way down. We're back in the fucking game. But yeah, concerns with FNATIC from last stage or overall in their stint. There was a stat the other day that said FNATIC had more roster changes than they had wins in Pro League, or they had the same amount. Obviously, they beat that allegation or like stat this last week with the 3-win run. That being said, a lot of what FNATIC's problems have been attributed is lack of, management, proper management. But potentially they could prove everyone wrong this stage. Looks like they're going for East take. June playing underneath East with a C4 prep. Goes for it outside. No, Smith hops into cat window. That's a Canadian entry.
4 versus 3, not looking good for Falcons.
Falcons falling back. The site is vents. They don't have win cons in sight. I don't think they have BPs. They don't have Solus. They don't have any plant denial. They don't have really any vert made either. How are they actually going to fight this if they go for plant win con later on? 3-Day falls because it has to.
They're going to have to drop away, but a C4 here could really play spoiler if FNATIC aren't careful.
Yeah, just waiting for his moment. I think it's likely to go back in pocket, if I'm honest. I'm not sure he throws it now.
B4 pick for outside radio. Shot. Gets both! Wow! No reaction from Wizard. The ACOG is too zoomed in. He's going to go back up to help his boy. I think User should actually fall. If there's no vert, User should drop the hatch and play horizontal here. Because the thing isn't at 2v2. Anyone can retake vert. Yeah, User drops down. They play 2 horizontal. And now you can't drop one and keep one above. And the moment they drop both, but Falcons retakes top 4. The only issue with retaking top 4 is you don't have info for plant.
Out the razor bloom behind him.
And how are they going to do this?
For a second onto a player downstairs, but they have already moved away.
What a C4.
They're trying to go upstairs and join him here because someone has got to provide cover from this hatch. It has to be Smith that makes the drop. I'm a little bit nervous for him.
1 HP Smith, but wins the gunfight. Oh, Breeday's 1 HP. They both drop on server rack. Are they playing kill? Wow. That's crazy. FNATIC, take it.
Yeah, it was a great effort from Falcons, fighting back in there, but FNATIC not going to be rattled. Managed to dig deep.
It's crazy. Smith won that Blackbeard gunfight. Smith's Blackbeard gameplay has been pretty fucking good this game. Almost brought back the first round off that getting stuffed on that CC clear, and then this round, not bad.
You're then looking at it thinking, even if Deadshot's not looking the right way, the chances are he probably comes away with the kill here because Breeday is so low health. He's only got to land 1 bullet. So that there is your moment where FNATIC win it. 2v1, they lock it out, and they get themselves around 1-1. They are on the attack, so we expect them to be taking rounds here on border, and that is a good second round for them.
Yeah, I was a bit nervous when they only had top floor control, and I thought, well, surely at this point you're just going to find Falcons dig themselves in, hold the cross on the drop, and it's all going to be over before you can blink. But I think the initial spray that came up there when Smith got his second kill of the round, I was a bit like, that's the kind of challenge you've got to be careful of. But had Falcons walked away the win off the back of a kill onto Smith in that position, suddenly looked like geniuses. They're just getting kills from downstairs constantly. The double C4 from Breeday was beautiful. Both teams showing quite a lot in that second round.
You get the day off? No, I got to go right after this game, G.
Yet again, no big surprise. We have got Falcons upstairs trying to hold up around office, around archives, but it is going to be...
It's funny that this round they actually have the Solus for bathroom when last round would have helped them a lot. Because Breeday was forced to retake horizontally the moment they both double dropped with the hatch right there. When if he was Solus last round, he could have went up, but honestly, we don't know what strats they're playing. Maybe they wanted to fight more initially. Bathroom now full top 4 extension, playing in CC. A lot of traps for the Rome Solus also to fall off. But I don't want to go for East minimal take. They have the Aurora, potentially to block bottom luggage doors and also 90 doors for flank. If there's a luggage rotate here, they're going for the minimal clear. They kill this player, go down the staircase. Make it rotate into towers and plant and the rotate.
It's going to spot out the player on East. The blitz has been brought to deal with this position. I was going to say Blackbeard previously has been the go-to, but this time they want to be able to get aggressive, get up in the face, and that's exactly what they are now going to do. Clear out the utility.
Oh my god. Smoke just has a gap. That's a huge pick. Jum still gets to take East, hold East. But that East push get completely stuffed. The Smoke had a gap in it.
To losing the tip of the spear.
And it's hard when it's like...
Oh, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, but it doesn't matter. The refrags. Refrags left, right, left, right, left, right. And that's good for FNATIC because that's a sign of a high caliber teams typically have that good of refrag.
Are well positioned here to get into the lead in this game.
And they're going to be well aware of the position of users because he's got a couple of kills. So there's no way that he's
Case on East stairs. Case is on East stairs, I believe. No, Case is outside passport. He's going to go straight for sight.
On the clock, so they've got an absolute age of time.
We're going to wait to find out where the player is and just go for plant.
You know, by contrast, just kind of has to sit and wait for his opportunities here. He knows that there's one pushing above. He knows that there's one down around passport somewhere, but he just needs to wait.
He's going to bathroom window, I think. He's rotating all the way around the bathroom window. No, he's going above. They're going to take the hatch above so they get a patch drop and plant from there.
I don't like that we're isolated here. That's my main.
Oh my god, uses
because you give
uses hops over crazy, ends up dying.
Here, but no, Wizard a little bit too quick. They'll catch him out.
FNATIC good maturity. I've been impressed by FNATIC. I'm very impressed by FNATIC. A lot of maturity out of them to reset right there in the 2v1, not go for anything panicky. Honestly, you see a lot of you see a lot of low-level teams throw that away. You see a low-level teams, a lot of after the initial entry get desperate, they reset and go for a 3-2-1 on East. They match Falcons' power and aggression, and they win that out. Dog ban, Demos ban, a zombie ban, Warden ban, third ban coming through.
FNATIC 2-1 up on the attack. And if you remember,
Snake ban, Soulless ban. I'm surprised to not see a shield ban. Soulless ban for huge for FNATIC, actually, because the Soulless was the one thing that would keep them alive for the Fed site hit, if anything. I think Soulless is a cracked ban. I don't know about the Snake ban for Falcons. I know the F2 is really strong, but I think a shield ban would have been more powerful here. The Blackbeard or something to shut down Smiths on his plays.
Oh, was it Soulless? Of course.
I don't. Potentially, they're looking for to counteract the F2.
There's a heat haze in front of my. No, there's a heat haze in front of my screen.
I was going to say then, I was talking to the coach of FNATIC yesterday, Tristan, actually, and one of
is this an attacker set map? Yeah, border is an attacker set map.
Take the piss and wind me up. Just been like dropping headlines about it that people aren't saying on social media. It's just like, oh, you know, FNATIC, the only team to take X many rounds away from VP inside the first number of weeks. I was like, yeah, sure, mate, whatever. But one thing he actually came to me yesterday was genuinely quite interesting. He was looking at the 5v4 conversion percentage.
Rotate on triple wall, holding East with a mute shotgun, might double reinforce with the right two walls next to that. Solid top tuber out, DMR inside of CC, able to stop any sense walls or anything. Yin, Blackbeard, Nomad. This looks like another East take with the operative lineup they're going, or I might be wrong. I mean, yeah, no, they're spawning East side. I think this might be East take. Or potentially they go for a sandwich repellent to Armory Walk, not too sure. Oh, that's repel is usually addictive at East take. Break down both the doorways, upside down repel here, holds the swing triple wall. Again, Jum is playing underneath East with the C4 position on that sentry. He loves playing that spot.
Be looking to continue getting the entry.
Shotgun on sandwich.
So far.
Okay, maybe I don't have the read on what the take is. This could be fake pressure. Pull people back from East side while they go for East. Again, it's fake.
Some utility as well. And I think it's just a little bit of
no take off of that.
A little bit of noise. I'm always
C4, oh my god, FNATIC are getting eaten up by these C4s, and Jum switches up his position. He doesn't play bottom East instead. He starts in the hallway upper instead.
Really gained too much for it in return.
Listen, that was the right move by Jum because they were hunting him underneath. Jum trades Wizard. That's the underneath player. That's Ace gone. So no more able to get radio wall. Honestly, God, if Falcons played the fountain layer here back, I think they win this. I think Falcons' big issue this round is they didn't know when to tuck up and when they needed power. Yeah, they're still the fact that they're still playing like single wall inside of office right here, I think is a bit of a blunder. I think they should fall back to archives here because the kill on the ace means they can't ace up in radio wall. They can't ace up in long angles. They should play fountain crossfire here, and it should be fine. But I think Brady's playing to fall down the hatch.
And now a little bit of an impasse. They're a little bit stuck in trying to figure out what the next game plan is. This is the one to keep an eye on, of course. Already worked a bit of magic last time they were in this position, got himself 3 kills off the back of it. But do they know about the sandwich player off towards his right? C4 comes
Everyday falls off that C4.
Drops down through the hatch.
3 places the C4 and radio. Nothing there. He's playing vert underneath.
Interesting.
So that it seems like that bathroom position is like a permanent for them.
Ton of utility being thrown in either direction. We've got nitros, we've got candelas, we've got smoke canisters flying absolutely all over the place. But I
think they flipped the CC when he was really mature here. Oh my god, they are flipping CC. What a call. Because Free Day drops underneath, he's playing vert underneath office radio side. Now they made him useless because it's a 3v3 top and there's one ISO player inside CC. They rotate the push around the CC. This Fnatic roster's calls are actually impressing me, man. Genuinely impressing me. The resets and the composure are so impressive.
Are they aware of his position? He could well work into a real flank.
2 drop down, but that's 1 player in sight. How are you going to get back up? Through metal, but then Deepek's holding metal. And the shield gets through vault. Oh, but Users can retake CC here. Is Users going to flank CC? Users flanking CC. Users is wrapping all the way around. Citizen has it. Renee in the clutch. Oh my god!
And cost his team,
oh my god, split fucking second downing that guy.
It's absolutely heartbreaking.
Holy shit.
There. I think he's just unhappy with the cover that he's offering for
Butterdog, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, man.
I'm very quickly thinking, I don't want to be critical because look, these guys are way better.
Holy shit, the timing is insane. No, that's not sold. He had the kill. Guys, he had the fucking kill. The reason this is not sold, I'll show you why it's not sold, bro.
That's
You guys, okay, this is just so stupid from chat. Sold, Citizen baiting as usual, so unlucky. You guys realize the guy coming CC could also get an angle from the plant from outside the building, right? Like, guys, Usus killing Deepek, Citizen had to kill Usus. Usus can walk left and get an angle on this planter from outside the armory wall. Citizen had to kill this guy. Just rough at the end, but like, it's just a tight timing. It was a really tight timing, man.
It's one of them, we can see the silhouettes, we can see everything that's happening. It's a real shame.
If he sprints and doesn't get killed,
it's well played by FALCONS as
he
well.
can kill the guy planted.
He knew he had to go for it, Breeder, and he manages to win out a tricky 1v2 for his team there to bring it back to 2-2. But what an ending to a round that was.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Okay, well, it's stayed neck and neck between both teams so far. It's the only way I can put it. Yeah, round 1 a good attempt, but one that ultimately FALCONS shut down. 2 really good rounds.
I want talking to you, Valetari.
Over the line.
Your messages are invisible to me.
5, and that last one came down to a matter of pixels. Otherwise, Citizen gets
back to vents here. They do have the Valk. I really hope they have Valk cams inside of sight, at least as a backup. And then they have the mirrors, which means they might be playing more of a held back strat. So mirrors are typically good for holding more bunker type strats for Archives Armory, kind of like the old style Archives Armory holds.
Very good for
East control Fnatic.
East stairs has been taken quickly. We've seen this repeatedly from Fnatic. Same method. And lots of other teams, to be fair, using the shields to get into top east and just bully defenders out of position is nothing new. Neither is the position inside of CCTV.
Jim looking for a really fucking aggressive pick here.
Nasty one though, one that we don't see too often. Just
using the enemy's ace hold.
That threshold here is Doom waiting for his opportunity, and if he's patient,
I think he's gonna get it, bro. I think he's gonna get it, especially if he moves the CC window.
Oh
my god, he found it!
He sees him pass.
Oh my god.
Doesn't quite get the chance. Will he come back for more? I don't.
Does this guy know?
So at this point, but Doom showing great patience here.
They're falling down, they're flowing down, they're going for direct side hit. They're skipping the top floor and they're using the Nomad just to hold the flanks. I think Ace is going to be outside Archive just to make sure they can't retake Vert. Joom gets a freebie. Yep. Off the enemy Ace charge. And that means there's going to be 2 underneath. That means Fnatic might have to flip their push here.
And it's given them a nice bit of structure. We're just really waiting for that to shine because I think Lukapak and Solitov playing as a double entry is good. It just hasn't quite clicked in the right way just yet.
Yeah, they had to flip back up. They had to flip back up because them going for sight was them gambling on the fact that FALCONS had 4 up top and 1 on sight, so they win the numbers game. But Joom being underneath there adds another body.
Now going to be pressured by Smith on the Blackbeard, looking to move forward. Takes out the mirror window. Going to take a little
oh my god, the crisis of the 90 fucking rotate guy didn't get that kill.
Overcommitted, switching up his angle of attack. Nitro goes out from below. Hasn't triggered it yet. Will do. Doesn't.
That's a desync. I don't like that from FALCONS. The fact that their Archives player player fell, and then everyone else was left to fight. Or like they desynced on the idea that they're letting go of the control. I understand they were going for the C4 pick, but I feel like if like you can't leave half your team up there because you just lose yourself the man advantage, like the man count differential advantage.
Destruction available, no Selmas left anymore, so they are going to be having to work largely with what they've got.
This might be an immature ADS right there.
No support from above. Solotov knows it, isolates him, gets the kill, leak it back into a good one himself, and this time around the clock is going to be their ally. Dead shot. I know he's having a great game so far, up at 5 and 2 to him, but I'm afraid that's where
they try to go for the server hatch drop plant. Get a player outside main door. They had the right setup. They just right in sight. Everyone was able to win out their gunfights beforehand.
The pressure. It wasn't an easy round for them. FNATIC did a very good job of pressuring those key positions, getting themselves CCTV, getting themselves office, taking top floor control. Did a really good job of it, but Falcons, like I said, they weren't really scared by that. They dropped back when they need to. They were happy. You know, sometimes it's valid to give absolutely everything to keep hold of top floor because that is your hold, and if you lose it, you know that you're going to lose the round. But they knew that that wasn't the case there, so they were happy to kind of fall away once a bit of damage was done, once the time was on their side, drop back to site and gave themselves the opportunity to fight later in the round, and it worked out really well for them. And by the way, great patience from Doom there. He must have waited about a minute and a half for that and then got his just reward as well. Great stuff.
Okay, well, I've joked about this before, how I can speak to coaches after a game and they'll normally say, yeah, I know the score is 7-4, but there were 3 rounds in there that were really ours to win. We did something wrong, and therefore really the score should have been X, Y, and Z. And I can imagine FNATIC are looking at this now and thinking, well, there are a couple of rounds there, especially that one where Citizen, and I can't put the blame on him either because it really was a huge timing moment. They'll look at that round and think, had that been half a second earlier or later, we're having a different conversation right now. It really will be one of those rounds they'll look back on and lament at least a little bit. Either way, they can still get a 3-3 split. My only nervousness then turns to when we get on the other side. How well can FNATIC defend it? How well, especially, can Falcons attack it? Because my eyes will very firmly be on them, and how well they can put together.
Sorry, Chad, I gotta send the meeting link to
try and catch FNATIC off guard. Because what I think FNATIC have done well this half is move at pace a lot of the time. That pace has kept Falcons on the back foot. They've had to always be reacting, and while it does slow down in the mid round, is that initial burst.
I think this is
caught Falcons
another East minimal. Yeah, Noma to hold off the flanks.
Yeah,
Blackbeard taking East stairs control here.
Through the stage has been really, really good. If you'd have said to me,
June playing underneath with the C4 sentry position. Oh my god, that break player. I can't believe he's not fucking dead. Oh my god.
I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have thought
that rotation is crazy. Why is he here?
And they are doing fantastically well.
What is the goal? Is it because his mirror is broken? Just run away.
They've almost got me to forget the previous
Falcons look like they want to fight, man. Looks like their response is just a fight.
Citizen as well, but
overheat.
there is a response. The mirror is
I think that guy's pick upable.
I don't think. Sorry.
They're fucking challenging a shield outside with this fucking TCSG.
Opportunity to collect him, if I'm honest. He's gonna
They're actually just shoving. They said we're gonna fight even more aggressively.
Really don't want to be throwing good after bad by trying to get in there. There you go, Solotov taken down. 4 versus 3.
Doom's ISO though.
Get themselves back into it, but they haven't dealt with these
C4 out.
Yet. Nitro goes out. Not gonna
Doom tries to leave off of that C4. Good leave. DPEC wasn't holding the angle. But he's on suicide wall now. The player holding him. And he gets out from the suicide player. Oh, the nade. Evac out to help. Look at that coordination. Nades onto fucking. The thing is, FNATIC's actually so impressive on their strats too. They had nades coordinated and 2 people holding his leave. But they still, like, FNATIC, like, EFAC comes to help him, man. This is high level siege. I love this game, actually. It's actually, the FNATIC are playing so well. I'm very impressed. Even last round, too, they set up the fucking plant.
What's going on, but sometimes the right answer is, I've got an angle. They
had 2 nades on his hallway for his leave, and they had a guy on break room holding his leave. DPEC, granted, was not in position, but they coordinated that quite well. 2v2 bathroom, player stuck in stall. No vert, so that player will have a big rat spot from EFAC.
From down there rather than above. I'm not sure they're aware about the position inside of that cubicle, if I'm honest.
No, they look to be scattering a little bit here. This is where I feel like the composure, well, we see if the composure is there or not from FNATIC. C4. Oh, shoots it. But they know the guy's installed. They have to kill him. They have to clear him now. They have to clear him now. Smith is going to go to the other site. He's moving to Tellers instead, but dies to Bride.
this one that Smith's falling down. Deepet with it all to do. Again, another close round, but it's one that Falcons walk away.
The Falcons just barely edge it out in the late round, man.
Yeah, perfect position from Leaker Fight there, just holding.
I'm not gonna lie, the setup on a lot of these kills for FNATIC on the fly is very impressive. Like the last one before this, when we went for the mini drop, plan.
There was a lot of echoing from what you two were saying about this in the game from the guys here.
Like, there's a round before this. Let me break it down. Let me break it all the way down. Like this here, they lose this round, but at the same time, like they drop the guy here, they have the guy outside main door to hold it, and the guy above, right, just to prevent the retake. Now, granted, he might have been able to drop down with the Blackbeard here, would have been a better call, but this is still the proper setup. You know, guy on the server rack, guy outside main door, like, you know, guy on the vert, hopefully holding the swing, but there was no vert. Deadshot wasn't holding the vert properly here. Or if there wasn't vert to be held, he wasn't on this hatch to hold the swing through either. This guy was there, like, it's little tiny things that they're slipping up on that Falcons are taking advantage of, but they are still setting it up, right? The nade, I think they had the replay on the guy getting naded. Oh, I know. Where is it? This round?
You really don't want to be throwing
like right here, the picks go away. Joom's the isolated player. They know they have a freebie here. Joom knows he has to leave, otherwise he gives away the free pick. He goes for the C4 and he plays the leave off of the C4. Now, granted, Deepek wasn't here to hold the cut. That's unfortunate. But then there's a player ready. Deadshot's actually holding him from break room side, and he's ready on it. And then Smith nades him. Smith nades suicide, holds his other runaway, and this is well coordinated. It just EFAC was here to get the refrag onto the player and break. You know? It's just like, that's pretty high level, I can't lie.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good gameplay out of both teams.
You're gonna see so many different
things. So I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed.
We haven't really seen this map
it's like
so
FNATIC
far
aren't
yet.
just
So
getting away with
defense,
kind of like praying to God their things work. They're actually coordinating split second decisions right now, and I'm kind of impressed by that.
There aren't, you know, that many big important package of operators you can remove. I think a lot that we've seen so far on Border, and it was the case of Falcons when they banned.
If I AFK the next game to go to my meeting and I come back for the G2 game,
so it's probably one thing that we'll look at. On the other
would
side,
that work for you?
Maybe they don't want to deal with the shields on Bride, or it's going to be the crowd control. So either or.
One of the operators that I'm maybe looking to see if Falcons will ban is the Solace. They do it on a lot of other maps. They know how good it is, particularly on Border. You can see the plants from above. Border's got so much soft floor. So I was wondering to see whether Falcons would bring it out.
Ella ban, Snake ban, Doka be banned. Doka be used a lot to clear out that CC player.
Get rid of the Ella. We see a lot of Ella
gone off the board.
Shields, particularly.
Ella banned and a zombie ban. There's two players that hold down CC very well. Falcons look like they want to go for CC clears a lot of the time.
I think Falcons take it. They have the experience. They have the momentum right now, and despite FNATIC making it closer than we expected, I still think that the experience is showing right now.
Yeah,
this is a CC clear lineup, so Grim to Grim out where the CC player is. Demos to...
It would be a monumental effort for FNATIC now to take this in regulation.
I have my epic pen open.
3 points for Falcons would be very good though in the context of the top 4. Let's see how the second half plays out.
Yeah, Grim to Grim out, the two positions to play in here. Demos going underneath the track him, Montaigne to walk on him, and then Solotov to play Nomad for the CC door. Now, granted, Bride also loves using the Montaigne to fake East pressure, so he likes to solo push East on the Tane to make them think they're going to go for this. Oh, they're going Lion instead. Potentially it's something different. Demos Lion instead, okay. Oh, so this also could be a CC kill because off the line. Oh, never mind.
It's, yes, going to be very difficult for FNATIC now. Mainly because, well...
IQ?
It depends. I'm going to put a caveat on it.
Okay, maybe
for me,
not.
It depends how Falcons play here. I don't think they need to do anything crazy. I think
they're going for East egg.
Them going for like big rushes into site. Or I think they can just grind FNATIC.
I was going to say the line could be like off the Demos track that makes them move, and then line call, then the guys will run around while getting shot by Demos underneath, but
something else. And I think they can just
not too sure now what the clear is. Bride starts east side with the Montaigne, but it also could be a fake, like I said. They love faking the east side pressure with the Montaigne.
Just make, you know, don't be in any rush.
Or he gets lit up by something. Bone trap, I believe.
I think FNATIC might find it quite tough to stand up to that.
Okay, well, here we go. 3-day on the shield, no doubt, going to be somewhat taking the role that we saw coming out of Smith, which is to be the main entry into the building. Lots of angles that you're exposed to. Monty's always a good shout to help you get control of parts of the map that otherwise might be quite difficult. He's going to start things out at the top of East Stairs. But of course, at the same time, we'll see pressure being applied in towards CC, which is exactly where Deadshot has got him set up. Typically, we'd see a DMR being played here, like an Aruni or something.
Getting in underneath. C4 onto break door, not going to catch anyone.
Still hit these shots at long
think
range.
it's CC? I can't tell, though.
To start things out.
Nitro comes out,
Oh,
it does hit our free cam, but
nade onto the office door.
Solotov manages to get himself onto the opposite side of the door. Now, that is not ideal. I say Falcons, take it easy.
I think he missed the nade, chat. It landed on passport double. What the fuck?
Is going to take down the Deimos with a nade. Not ideal whatsoever.
I think he was trying to land it on office double and it ended up landing underneath on passport double. Oh!
Oh, it's beautiful though.
Yeah, it's gonna be CC clear by walking the mountain down catwalk instead. East to catwalk, CC clear.
And it's 4 versus 4.
No Deimos to track underneath though, so it's kind of rough here. Oh, and Wizard with a shot.
One taps coming out the other way from Deadshot, so one of them was going to lose it. Just so happened that in the moment he was a little.
I need to get another play outside break door. Jum sitting on CC window. This is good.
The changes come back the other way. FNATIC have got the man advantage. Now Brede is looking to take control of security at the same time. Citizen with an exit path out towards 90. Or down through the hatch.
Drop stops CC. And CC control for Falcons.
So he'll get away.
They have Falcon control as well.
Yeah, love this from FNATIC so far. This patient approach that I kind of wanted to see out of Falcons.
Oh my god! Oh my god! This is a crazy call.
They're having to take risks, and FNATIC are soaking up the pressure well, and that's something I thought that FNATIC.
Oh my god, that's a crazy call from Falcons. It's just the guy drops down, they immediately skip that go for metal. That's crazy. I think that might have been more successful if they went armory inside instead. Because metal is just such a fucking shit show crossfire, especially the guy bottom metal.
Done a great job of it. Beautiful defense from FNATIC, and I tell you what, could be a closer second half once again. We might have just got baited in by Falcons thinking that they would power on to the result now.
Very critically, you know, a big 3K for Wizard in the round 2, who is probably worth raising. Is like currently our 4th lowest rated player in the league. He's had a real torrid time. Well, if you remove Key from the standings anyway, at least in the stands, he's 4th lowest rated. He's had a really torrid time of things so far, which is weird because we spoke about this a little bit last week. When he first got picked up, there were lots of conversations about, oh, he's like stomping, you know, like he's absolutely crashed at the game, like he'll get picked up straight to the top team, and sure enough, he did. And he had a pretty good stage when he first joined. And then, I don't know if it's a
bathroom tellers now, again, CC extension, full top floor extension, likely less bodies to be able to be available on that first floor.
Let's go. That should hopefully give him a little bit of confidence, and we see him keep on.
Fenrir and Thorn, a lot of traps. Doesn't look like they're going to have too strong of a east stairs hold. I think Falcons are smelling that. They bring Capital. I think this is just in case for the player on Suicide Wall. I think they're going to go for an east minimal here. Nomad and Ace.
And I think it's, look,
Spiss is playing their suicide spot, so I think they're going to bring the Capital to Ace open the wall, smoke off that suicide wall while the Ace charge is going off, and then Capital over onto the player on suicide wall on top east. Nomad for the runouts.
And the work is showing.
Evac needs to rotate over with that Ace charge. There's 5 people top floor, not a single person inside. I think that's one still setting up the map.
Attack is this time going to be on bathroom and tellers. They are going to be attacking top floor once again. I'm not sure Deadshot is going to be as keen on fighting this
break CC, Armory.
Saying that, he
angle on the break player. It's a little bit of HP. Ace on the lower east stairs. Passport cut.
Maybe he should. Maybe he should be a little bit more scared.
He ain't afraid. He ain't afraid.
Fans out. But no early deaths yet. A minute into the round. Brede once again looking to bully top east stairs. They have dipped back deeper into that corridor.
Yeah, it's just like Wamai playing on the east wall that he's on. Blocking the door while his teammate shoots off the dread for him.
Brede's progress.
Sure, again, top east is going to be his focus. We saw them then move across in towards break.
Getting ready to burn for it.
Quite finding his man, but that was a couple of warning shots onto his shoulder. Not quite the head being found.
Smokes off.
That he is in hot
burning it. Here comes the fire. Wamai proning away, just like I predicted.
And sure enough, he gets out of there. I'm not really seeing too many players make this happen, to be completely fair.
He's control, Ace charge open.
Escape danger.
Yeah, he's done
and they're still fighting it. Citizen's playing break very heavily. Oh, shoots it off and break. There's still 5 people top floor here, so they really want this control. Next up will be for Falcons the Ace open break wall if they get there. But Evac might smell blood in sight. He might realize it's free. Sight's completely free here. Break is where they can stop the plan. Brede's just going to go for a free plan. 5 people up top. There's too much stock. Now they need to retake through catwalk. Citizen knows, but he can't get it there. They're just holding the cuts.
Sorry for Falcons, and as FNATIC try to respond,
such a top stronghold, they give up catwalk.
And they're now in the post.
The catwalk's the one thing, because that's the thing. Sight is so incredibly free. Obviously, you can hold bathroom hatch from, or the window from bathroom hatch up top, but it's like, you still need catwalk to hold the angles down onto the plant spot. That's why Citizen was playing so aggressive at a break early round. It's so surprising to see him leave that position. You have that control. You just stay there and play it with your life, because that's what's stopping the plant from going down.
Get it right, and that's exactly what he gets away with. Brilliant round for Falcons.
Topic 0. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the slow and steady does do the job for them that time. Like I say, maybe just a little bit more focused. Actually, we don't need to waste our time on Office, on CCTV, on Armory Archives of all of this map, because all we're going to do is get east stairs and walk on into site. So
open my game for an example, perhaps.
Secured, and so long as we've got that balcony under control, we are good to go. So Falcons, I would call that kind of efficiency of effort there. Just very, very focused, surgical precision as to where they were going and what was going to happen, and they get the job done. 5-3, and this continues to be a great
another
game
tech pause. Are we serious,
FNATIC.
bro? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
This is where my
I'm gonna lose my marbles, bro.
Crunch moments where it really matters. Like, I thought Falcons would have the expertise, the experience, whatever else you want to call it, to be able to hold on. And like I said, mid-round, I was a bit nervous for a moment. They were lacking a bit of confidence and didn't really know their next action. It was breed A, go plant, an old classic, or, you know, sometimes they can even rely on breed A, go clutch. There are always things that they can afford to get away with, and it's so far paying them dividends. They've got that 2-round advantage. As a quick heads up, we are into a rehost, which Tim gives us a wonderful time to answer a question that someone did ask earlier on, but we didn't have time to. What is the UK equivalent to sweet tea in the American South? Like
Prime Plato or Prime Socrates word?
Well, it's a bit of a difficult one, that, because I'm not sure what would be comparable. You know, we do have like iced teas and stuff here. It probably falls into a similar bracket. You know, we do have iced tea and things here in the UK, but I would say it's not like wildly popular.
Clear
it's
house,
like, you know, it's not something that you see too much of. You'd have to kind of go looking fairly specifically for it, I think.
We have got actually a replay of round 7 up and told that we should take a look at. This might be that self-nade, not the self-nade, but the friendly nade that we saw.
I think he's trying to hit it. Oh, I missed it. It was supposed to go on off his double. That's rough. And then it fucking goes down and kills the player. That sucks. That's so tragic.
That could have been me down there. They have full sympathy, because that could have been me.
Oh, that's so good.
I actually put a clip on socials the other day that was very similar. Do you remember? I was nomad running towards trench on chalet. And
but yeah, so for bathroom tellers, like, essentially
playing with us decided to launch a nade at this castle from the other side of the map.
Essentially, like, this is what you're scared of. My game is so fucking loud. It's ridiculous.
Because it's then got the 4-second detonation. Just as soon as it got near me, I didn't have a chance to try and evade it. I just died. So yeah.
Can I turn off the fucking help? How do I turn off the? How do I turn off this fucking help message? Oh, okay. Okay, but like, this is what you're scared of, right? You're scared of the guy coming into sight and planting on either sandwich or like here, right? But the reason they aren't holding it is because the break control actually counters that. So if you have catwalk control, you actually get an angle onto the mountain crossing to plant spot, right? And even crazier than that, like, if you have break wall reinforced singular here and you have a hole here, this should be able to see a deep angle in the sandwich. Actually, no, it was this wall. You need to make an angle on this wall, but you have this angle here onto the plant spot. There should be an angle here that I think an old team used an angle here. They had this wall reinforced, but this, like, you need to kill the mountain on the cross. That's the idea. You retake through catwalk, you kill above, and then you kill this mountain on the cross. That way he's not able to get the plant down. Right, that's the idea. But they obviously give this up. That's what I was referencing.
I don't know if you'd call it worry or not, but
leave the thing of the subject. I appreciate it.
Like, people don't want to be 30, they don't want to be 40, they don't, and you know, I get it. It's like,
bro, this is just fucking rehost galore, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Honestly, I would say at every one of those milestones, particularly 30 and 40, I have felt better than I ever have or remember doing previously. And it's, I think,
deathmatch time. Lol.
More secure. I know what's going on now. I know, like, so when I got to 30, honestly, I didn't care about it. It wasn't like I wasn't like, oh my god, I'm 30. I don't care.
Chat gun operator. Ash. Ooh, Unops is ready. Unops is ready. Unops picked Ash for me, bro.
things around me. I've got very, very good friends, colleagues, everybody. You know, I'm very fortunate in life. So
Dude, how fucking long is this retake gonna take, bro? Fuck. I have something in 1 minute, man.
It's all good.
God damn it.
Obviously in esports, you have a lot of people who are like young, like either just before they turn 20 or up to their mid-20s, and they do.
I had it pre-typed, dude. Holy shit.
Welcome to the golden decade. Like, it is,
Motherfucker just expecting me to dopamine stim.
You still got energy. Yeah, you know what, your knees and your back are starting to hurt. That's just life. That's okay.
I'm gonna charge my laptop to get ready to take this meeting.
Look, golf is on the horizon for you as well. You know, you are a mere 5 years away from golf. You know, it's not a bad thing.
Golf's great. Until it's not. It's then the worst thing in the world when you realise just how bad you are at it. It's painful.
It's funny within one round of golf how many times golf can be great and terrible. It's you know, and that's just within one round. You can be done with that game, and then you can love that game, and that will, you know, flip-flop back and forth throughout. But
sounds
yeah,
like
you
we're
know,
talking about Siege.
it certainly does, doesn't it? But yeah, you know, joking aside, I think there's often a lot of anxiety about aging, and specifically, you know, getting to certain milestones, and I thought I'd have done this, or I thought I'd have achieved that, or maybe you've done a bit more than you thought, or you know, you compare it to other people around, you know.
Why do I have no skin?
For me personally, at least. I think as soon as I realised for me that wasn't
bad fucking aim
important to me or what it was about, I was a lot happier, and I thought, you know, what's the saying? Comparison.
Fuck you, Dr. Gamer 1481.
As soon as I really, you know, sort of bought into that and realised, I thought, actually, it's all right. It's all right getting older. It's fine. I'm comfortable with what I'm doing. I'm comfortable where I am. I'm happy. I've got good people around me, and yeah, it's not something you need to worry about too much, I don't think.
Exactly. I've heard we're almost ready to get back into games, so not too far away now. It was good news. I haven't actually analysed any background so far, too. I've just realised, and I feel like I've done myself a massive disservice. I like the R2D2 okay? Like it's a Star Wars fan.
What?
Also got the helmet next to him.
You'd have to expect so.
I got a guy at work who's like obsessed with Lego, and he's got a massive like Star Wars Lego set. There must be a couple of thousand.
That guy's a pussy, bro. Like, just push, man.
And I'll just look at it and think, I can't imagine how many hours that must have taken to do.
The whole bug where your skin doesn't load in a word.
Yeah.
Oh! I mean, that's just unfortunate, bro.
If you're doing that, I'm not gonna lie.
The big Eiffel
Oh, we're back in.
one that's
Fuck this deathmatch.
the size of it. I think once built, it's,
Alright, Chen.
it's over 5 feet
Fence
tall,
now.
I think.
Solus Warden for the Plant Denial. Pulse as well.
Right,
Interesting.
You know, huge, Tim.
I don't know if Pulse is going to be going for a C4 pick when they go for a top clear cross and customs, or if it's going to be used around this like radio area to like look out for like the east fast push and get info on them. It could be under customs. I think Pulse will play under customs more likely than not, or on east stairs with the shotgun. Depends. But Solus and Warden both able to ping out where the plant is coming in from above. Falcons love at least in international events going for the customs push that goes straight into here with a guy outside of AC window holding the plant. So obviously Plant Denial is going to be a huge priority here. Smith's playing in that east wall suicide position once again.
Speaks about quite a lot with the bans, isn't it? You've not bought into it. So how
Fontaine, I think there's going to be another east take.
Because what's going to happen?
Rim is able to also go for CC. I mean, it could be an east into catwalk walk. I think it's going to be a east into catwalk walk again. But I think Pulse counters that, right? Pulse is going to be the one to C4 the Montaigne when he walks in a break going for the CC player.
I would expect to see FNATIC just take Deimos away and continue on rather than try and take one shield away and just face Blackbeard instead.
Gotta reload. Absolutely. I mean, admittedly, I'd rather deal with a Blackbeard than I would with a Monty because, my God, Monty can just get up in your face with very little impediment. A Blackbeard, at least there are chances for you to do a little bit of damage on towards his feet, or a C4 in towards him will do more damage than it would in towards
Monty. What are my odds of passing my Calc 3 test in 56 minutes? Very high, I hope.
Well, in fact, he's you speaking about it
Pulse found underneath now. Evac potentially always looking for the site hit. Might also go for this pick on the Pulse.
Means Wizard will jump straight onto it. Deadshot the
break player dead, or CC player dead, especially since there's two underneath. Oh no, another player came up, so 3 top, 1 bottom.
It's always the problem against the top teams, isn't it? You know, you come down to you have to win your gunfights. It's an FPS first and foremost, and It's difficult. You're going up against players like Solotov. We've already seen the sort of shots that he's hitting tonight. So regardless of what you do,
they're not going to consolidate here back.
Very tough. As it is, Falcons are trying to.
This is kind of desperate for a pick back here. Getting ADS by Bride. Yeah, that's a bit too much desperation. That's why I was saying he needs to consolidate. He's too isolated.
So 5 versus 3. Falcons pretty comfortable inside of this round. 1 minute 15 left to go. Attacking onto ventilation and workshop. They don't quite have top floor control. There's only Deepak downstairs, so Wizard Citizens still holding on above. Falcons need to make a decision. Do they go for that?
They're gonna drop hatches, go for this bathroom player.
Enough inside of
potentially
where they can get in and put a plant down.
Really has
Deepak trying to get that C4 pick outside. Radio. Shield calls him out, unable to do it, and just slowly but surely Falcons just whittling them down.
Really got into their groove and are looking at a 6-3 here against FNATIC, who are struggling to get much on the defensive side. This could be an outright flawless round. They carry on at this pace as well. Sure enough,
Falcons just run them down.
Quick succession.
Run them fucking down. Clebe, they give them something.
Falcons have just found that little bit of extra juice, haven't they? They've got that extra 20%. They've gone up a gear, you know, whatever, however you want to look at it. They are just extending that. There's a bigger distance between these two teams now that Falcons have got on the attack. Jack said it at the halfway break. You know, you're on the more favourable side now. You've come in 4-2, and FNATIC, I think, are just starting to be worn down by that steady, methodical approach that I suggested Falcons might bring. There's been no flashiness. There's been no rushes. There's been no real aggression, I wouldn't say, out of Falcons. It's just all been very,
dude, is this another tech pause? I'm gonna... Oh, tack timeout, thank God. I was gonna lose my fucking mind.
Move anywhere. Every time they move, they get
I was
punished.
going to lose my mind if there was another one.
Tactical timeout.
It's one of those where it just feels like, I say, Falcons are getting to play their game here. They've hit a higher gear, and it hasn't been a gear, like you say, that's one built on aggression or rushing or anything too crazy. It has just been solid, fundamental siege, which is often what they do well. In fact, I'd even argue that the lack of the extra edge to their game, the aggressiveness, the ability to just turn it on a dime and suddenly everyone is sort of guns.
Are drops on now? They should be, chat. Do you guys know if drops are on for you guys?
That's why we've seen them struggle a little bit as of late. And probably also why they're struggling to get it over the line at a number of tournaments. But in a game like this, on a map where it is quite crazy, I think bringing a semblance of control is a very, very reasonable thing to be able to do, and that's why they've got the 6-3 scoreline. Tristan stepping to have his words there as well. Same on the Falcon side. We've had the coaches step in, see what needs to be done to get this one online.
I didn't opt into the program earlier enough. That's on me, Chad. I'm sorry for everyone that wanted drops.
I think it's just more of the same. It's just more keep applying that steady, constant pressure. We don't need to play their game. We know what we need to take, whether that be office, whether that be CCTV, whether that be complete top floor control, or whether we're going to focus, just push into, you know, secure a small area and put the diffuser down. Falcons very much have had that game plan in mind, and they are just very slowly going about their business. I love it from them. Great control. FNATIC, how do you disrupt that? It sounds crazy maybe against a team like Falcons, but I think you just push forward.
Okay,
get more aggressive if anything.
Top floor now, last resort. FNATIC backs against the wall. Third band comes through. Montaigne band by FNATIC could be huge here. Bride has been abusing it so much for that east pressure. Walk on the catwalk every single round. Soulless banned by Falcons. The threat of a plant onto bathroom side or vent side just becomes so much more real. Armory here, they put the Goyos to counter out any sort of fast archives play. Falcons look like they want to go for CC side. They sense wall, they block off those armory holes to help out the players walking CC side, and then they walk down armory hall outside. It's gonna be fast. Finka, Lion, Blitz, the yellow lineup typically means they're going fast here. Thorn gets replaced, netted it again. Sense wall to block off the armory holes, helping this guy. Flashbangs. Shield in. Oh, but completely misses like an idea of the guy being in books. I'm very confused by that. They did not know. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a massive oversight. They didn't think the guy would be in books. Maybe they just kept track of him and kept track of the wrong guy or something.
I don't know why they've thought he's not there. you know, charging into that.
I think he thought he was E-Box instead.
You know, trying to get through there and towards the hatch. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words for that one. But 4 versus 5, it stands
stall out
with
here from
Falcons
Falcons.
having taken that opening death. They've also
And they
lost
still
their
seem like they
shield.
really want to go for this player in books. Or the armory player. Pushes through, gets the gunfight, gets the player in armory.
Freedom to push forward. Deepek will be down but not out. Smith manages to find Solotov though. 5 versus 3. FNATIC have the advantage. Effectively 4 versus 3.
Oh my god, EFAC though, just winning the round by himself.
Finds one, levels it out. 3
That's
versus
armory. They can
3.
just push
Falcons
through
are back
armory.
online. Des,
Go for locker plant here. Get the guy to lockers and just plant the bomb.
And this is the problem with
And Users has a
playing
cross.
this
He has the
side.
cross
They
from
will
fucking
always
metal.
find a way. They'll always win those
EFAC, man.
gunfights. It's
The
3 versus
IGL,
1,
man.
And it looks like it could be
Holy
over. We
moly.
have the Vinker come in just
puts
to
the
give
fucking
a
game in
little
his
bit of
pocket.
extra juice in the HP.
Wow,
The final
7-3
kill from
Falcons.
Users outside of the
Unfortunately
window,
for
and it is going to be
FNATIC,
a win.
that's 2 pretty decisive score lines against top teams. 7-1 against Virtus Pro, 7-3 against Falcons. Unfortunately for me,